Due to HIPAA laws, Medicare cannot disclose your personal health information to anyone other than you unless you have an authorized representative, which means you might want to consider putting one in place to speak to Medicare on your behalf, just in case you're not able to do it yourself, or if you want some extra assistance sorting through claim issues. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the 2 easy ways to put an authorized representative in place to speak to Medicare for you. Hi, Joanne Quinn, insurance professional and co-founder of remedigap.com. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you. And if this is your first time here, then welcome and feel free to subscribe for future videos. Well, I'm a little embarrassed to admit as an insurance professional that I am just now going over this issue of setting up an authorized representative with my mom who's been on Medicare for several years. But I think it's a pretty common oversight for most people. It's something we typically don't think about until we're ready to act upon it. So I'm going to give you today a few reasons why you would want to put a Medicare authorized representative in place and then show you exactly how to do it. The first reason is claims. Let's face it, no one likes to deal with claim denials or any type of claim issue. So it can be nice to have another person who can speak to Medicare as an authorized representative to help you sort through any claim concerns you might have. In fact, I was just speaking to my mother-in-law. She was asking me what the topic of this video is going to be, and when I shared that with her, she quickly told me how frustrating it is on her end trying to speak with Medicare about my father-in-law's claims or personal health information. And she noted that she has to have my father-in-law get on the phone with Medicare, give his verbal permission in order for her to speak to them about his coverage. So it just makes sense for her to be an authorized representative so that she can get on the phone with Medicare at any point in the future without him having to be right there to give his permission. And the second reason you might want to set up an authorized representative is just in case you can't speak to Medicare. If you're in the hospital or incapacitated in some way and you aren't able to give your verbal permission to allow someone to speak to Medicare for you, then it makes it very stressful for your caregiver when trying to reach out to Medicare on your behalf. So it's best just to go ahead and put someone in place so that you can have an advocate who's ready to contact Medicare for you in a timely manner. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 2 easy ways to put an authorized representative in place. The first way to set up an authorized representative to talk to Medicare on your behalf is in writing, and it must be done through CMS's specific form that can be found at medicare.gov. I will put the link in this post so you have direct access to this form. It's very easy to complete. They give you step-by-step instructions on how to do so. And when we get to the application, you will see it's not very long, but you do have a couple decisions to make on this form. And in question 2, your decisions are about how much information you want your authorized representative to be able to talk to Medicare about. How much do you want to disclose to them? And question 3 is about the length of authorization. Do you want them to have an indefinite amount of time in order to call Medicare on your behalf, or do you want to specify a specific time period? Question 4 allows you to name more than one person to be an authorized representative. One thing to keep in mind is that this is not set in stone, which means you can revoke it at any time and of course make any changes and put a new authorized representative in place. And the second way to authorize a representative is by submitting your request online, and it's very easy to do. Let's take a look. So there's actually 2 ways to access this online form. The first way is through your mymedicare.gov account, and if you don't have one, I highly suggest you go ahead and put one in place. Not only can you access the form that we are looking for, but you will be able to look at claim information, deductible information, and so much more. And once you have logged into your mymedicare.gov account, you simply click on the tab that says My Account and then select Authorized Representative. And here you will see a link that will take you to the online form to complete to set up your authorized representative. Now, if you don't want to set up a mymedicare.gov account, you can access this form directly through Medicare.gov. This is the home page. Just go to the last tab called Forms, Help, and Resources. Drop down that menu and select Medicare Forms. From there, you'll go to this page where the very first paragraph is what we're looking for. Just click that little down arrow and you will see the link that says fill out authorization to disclose personal health information, which will take you directly to the online form. Here we're just going to tell Medicare that we are adding an authorized representative. And then in step 2, we're going to give all that other information that we discussed in the paper form, such as how long do we want this representative to be in place, how much information are they allowed to have, and who actually is the authorized representative. And once you've completed step 2, you just move on to step 3, which is verifying that this information is accurate. If it is, just click on that little box and you'll move to the submission section where Medicare will tell you that it has been successfully submitted. And you can also print out your confirmation of this submission as well. And my bonus tip for this video is to access your mymedicare.gov account so you can verify that Medicare has received your request to authorize a representative. Remember earlier in this video I told you about how I'm now addressing this with my own mother, and she actually has chosen her authorized representative, so we went online and completed her form, and then the very next day we were able to go into her mymedicare.gov account to verify that her authorized representative is listed. And another piece of important information, don't forget to notify your authorized representative that you've given them permission to contact Medicare on your behalf. And if you want any other information about Medicare or Medigap insurance, please feel free to contact me or continue watching more of my videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Mom, try again. And